Welcome to our comprehensive tutorial on MoverXpro 360, the largest moving CRM. Today, we're going to go over system setup for a local moving company in the two powerful sides of the software, Workspace side and Company side. Workspace Overview. Let's begin with the Workspace side, a hub designed for configuration, top-down monitoring, and management of operational activities. Advertisers. Here, you can manage and interact with your advertisers. Simply create a new advertiser, enter the information to the best of your knowledge, and submit. Now you can build a webhook for this advertiser or even select it when creating an estimate to catch everything from advertisers in the reports, whether they post to the system or not. Build posting leads. This feature allows you to generate leads effectively, ensuring a steady flow of potential customers. Simply click the desired advertiser, click your company, and then copy and paste the webhook in an email to your lead provider. Most providers are connected with us, so if you have a newer provider and they need instructions, click the Posting Instructions button and be sure to send that link over to the advertiser as well. Tariff Center. Additional concepts. Create new additional concepts to be used on estimates. The three most important behaviors for local moving companies are charges, discounts, and quick quote questions. For charges or discounts, name the concept, select the respective behavior, and enter the value you would like to automatically populate when the concept is used on estimates. If you would like the sales user to assign the value when using the concept, simply leave the value blank and turn on Value Editable by User. Select which service types the concept will apply to and click Submit. For quick quote questions, you can select to create an enter value version for the question to be answered with a number, or a yes or no version for the questions to be answered with a yes or no option. You can also set them to contribute towards the total time from the quick quote. After you set up your additional concepts, visit the local tariff in the same tariff center. Local tariff. The local tariff feature is where you set up your crews and trucks and buy their corresponding price per hour to use on estimates. We recommend 8 hours for every man on the crew to get started for the max hours field, and you can return to customize from there. In the extra hours tariff, enter the price per additional hour for labor and truck. This will populate on our system's layout for the local bill of lading. This is the last crucial stop in the tariff center for the setup of local moving companies. Local room categories. Local room categories is where you program your rooms that will contribute time to the job in the quick quote. You can enter full apartments and houses or be as specific as rooms with or without packing. Whether you set up types of homes or specific rooms, you have 3 capacity levels to get some variation per your company's experience. Local room closets. If you programmed individual rooms for your quick quote local room categories, we recommend adding closets of different varieties as well to make your quote even more specific to your presets. Create a new closet and assign how much work time will be contributed to the move by this room depending on 3 different levels of capacity. Packing materials. This is where you set your packing materials and their prices. Click New Material and select the service type it belongs to. Settings. General. Make sure Auto Calculate Stop Fees is set to No, as local moves do not work with this feature. Also make sure you pick whether or not to show full estimated pricing or just rates on the local estimate PDF. Then make sure you click Auto Local Tariff as this configuration is required. If you do not charge a rate per time or mile, simply click Mile and enter 0 for the charge value. Enter any minimum work hours if your company has such policy, or enter 0 if your company has no minimum work hours for jobs. Roles. Set up your roles to save time when you set up employees. After the one-time configuration of the role's inherent permissions, you will be able to select the role with confidence that your designated permissions for that type of employee are configured in one click. Employees. Now that you set up a few roles, setting up users will be a breeze. Visit the Employees feature and click Add Employee to add a new user. Enter the company work email or personal email address of the user and click Verify Email. As long as the email is new to MoverXpro 360, you will be prompted by the system to enter the full name, job position, cell phone number, and password for the user. The cell phone number is only associated with the account and receives the secure login. Then, assign the proper access for this employee. If this employee has more of an admin-leaning role, they will likely need both workspace and company access. A sales user or entry-level customer service rep would likely only need access to the company, but the system permissions are yours to customize. For company assignment, you must also enter the email information. You must use an app password which you can retrieve from your email provider. Check out our video on how to set up an app password on Gmail if you need assistance with this. Once you have it, enter it here and make sure there are no spaces between characters and that the characters match. Enter the rep phone number which should appear on estimates and select one of your preset roles that matches the needed permissions for this user. Storage companies and warehouses. Here is where you can set up your storage locations, whether internal or external. These configurations can be used by companies who charge for travel or experience interstate long-distance moves. And they are also used for tracking jobs and their locations. Vehicles. Set up your vehicles to be assigned to crews on the calendar. This step is not required, but is recommended to achieve complete scheduling information for jobs. Company overview. Next, let's dive into the company side of the software, which focuses on particular CRM company settings. Our company's side setup is a breeze, and it is likely you have already configured most of these general settings with us during the onboarding. General settings. In the Company tab, you update your company information and logo for branding consistency, all to display on your estimate PDF. The Address tab will set what address displays on the estimate PDF. System settings. Customize your software experience, including estimate theme, estimate layout, time zone, payroll style and start date, and display preferences for LBS/CF on estimates and on bill of ladings. Prices. Set and manage pricing parameters like CF/LBS ratio, initial payment equations, and fuel surcharges. Policy and marketing. Define company policies and manage your marketing strategies. Email. Set up and manage the company email used for sending communications. This will require an app password from your main company info email. This configuration will allow for docs to be sent from the company itself to customers or even other companies. Document types. The most crucial document types for local moving companies are the following: moving estimate, local bill of lading, credit card authorization form. Be sure to enter your terms on these docs. We have the recommended variables ready in the existing templates, so simply enter your terms above them and style them to your desire. And if you need any assistance in their setup, feel free to contact us via the support chat during business hours. Email templates. Create and manage email templates for efficient communication with clients and partners. You can use these email templates organized by department for users to send manually, and you can also use them for automations. Visit the Payment Gateway feature to set up your API to your merchant account. Click New Setting. Select from the available gateway connections. Then, name the setting. Make sure you check the production box. And enter your API login ID and transaction key, which you can get from your merchant portal with your merchant company. And click Submit. Then make sure you check the Active CC box. If you also want to set up ACH, click Activate ACH. Make sure your merchant account is properly configured before you activate ACH. check with your merchant company representative if you need assistance. Last but not least, payment methods. When adding a new payment method, enter a name for the payment method that is familiar to you. Then select the method. Make sure you create a credit card method to complete the setup for credit card. No description is required. Bank transfer online is what you want to select to complete the setup for ACH payments. You may enter any description you would like to be visible to the customer as they are entering their ACH information in the customer portal. Bank transfer offline is for methods like Zelle, wire transfer, Venmo, and Cash App, so you will want to select that method for any of these popular payment methods. The customer will have the opportunity to upload a receipt from the transaction through the portal for your review. Enter any description you would like visible to the customer. And that concludes our tour of MoverXpro 360 for a local moving company setup. Remember, this tutorial provides a framework, and you're encouraged to explore each feature in detail to fully leverage the power of this CRM for your moving company. Thank you for watching, and don't hesitate to reach out for further assistance on our website, chat, or via email.